Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you so much. All the ways in which you love me being in the comments and sharing energy with me by either pressing the thumbs up button or either liking this video or being in the comments. It's awesome. Thank you so much for connecting with me. And I do need that. I need that energy. I'm an energy reader. Yeah. All right. So what are we here for, Elsie? Well, I once a week I come here on a Monday or a Tuesday and I give you a sneak peek for this week. This is all the energies for this week, and I do read from Aries to Pisces. I almost said Ices to Paris. Y'all, the 23rd of this month is retrograde. It's going to be a bad communication time for me. I can feel that already. So, yes, from Aries to Pisces. I've marked everything down in the description below, so you can just scroll this video to find whatever you want. But please, please, please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. You're not really getting any information. Yeah, if that's what you're looking for. So you should be coming here armed with the very least your sun, moon, and your rising. All the rest is up to you. Find yourself a great astrologer. There are many on this platform. All right, here we are, starting with Aries and going to Pisces. Here we are. Sneak peek for this week. Let's start with Aries, please. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And if you're cross-watching, thank you so much. Aries, I do have space still available over at Wizio if you're interested in booking an appointment. It's between a 10 and 12-day turnaround time at this current point. Everything you need is in the description. All right, here we go. Sneak peek for this week, Aries. What's going on with you? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries, please. My fellow fire signs. I'm Sag Rising. I get you. Lots of my friends are Aries. Here we go. Aries. I'm also an Aries Venus. Here we go. Here it is. The Three of Swords. Aries. Something has been disappointing. Something that is... I think you're in two minds about somebody with those three swords, one on one side, one on the other. I feel like you need to make a decision and you're in two minds over something. That's what it feels like. You need justice. Why is that? In the Ace of Pentacles. All right. It's showtime, folks. That's what it looks like. Who said that? Somebody said that. It might have been the Gong Show. I'm not sure. I heard that in my head. It's showtime, folks. So I think this is it, Aries. We've been creeping up to a point where you're about to make a decision. And I think for some of you, it's going to be this week that you make that decision. I really feel like it's a hard one. I feel like it's a really hard decision because whatever you're deciding between, you will get what you want, by the way. And whatever you're deciding, one or the other, it feels like, yeah, you have a choice of one or the other and you have to cut one away. That's what I'm getting from the Three of Swords. And to be honest with you, I've never gotten that energy from the Three of Swords. I feel like there is going to be justice in your disappointment. You are going to make the right choice, but, in making the right choice, you have to cut someone out. And I feel that's the disappointment. You really want to invest, and you want to invest with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel that you know that the one that you're about to choose is going to change your life. You do want to invest in someone. So you want to move to the next level with the person that you're with, or you're thinking about someone brand new. The aces are brand new. Someone who is either new in your 3D world or someone you haven't spoken with in a year. Aces, the Pentacles for me are years. We have the Seven of Wands. You're still not making a decision. Standing your ground, but also standing your ground knowing that you must make a decision, but not having made that decision yet. I think so far. We've got the Five of Wands because you're fighting with yourself. Yeah, it feels like this energy is to do with the Three of Swords here. The Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands. It's I'm holding my ground because I'm unsure. I don't really know. I don't really know what I want to do yet. And kind of, beating yourself up for that, not knowing what you want. But I feel like if it's as important and life-changing as the Ace of Pentacles, it feels like this is a time this is not a time, I should say, for you to be impulsive. It's a grounded decision. It's something that you're thinking over, holding back on, and you know that the decision you're about to make is going to be the right one, because you're standing your ground here and getting your justice. You're willing to take the lumps because the decision you're about to make is the right one. The Nine of Cups is in the reverse, but you don't know yet. It's because of all this wand energy here. Yeah, you're quite unsure. I don't think the Nine of Cups is telling me that it's not here. It tells me that with the energy of the Five of Wands, that you're trying to figure it out, that you're not exactly sure. There could be competition. You're in a little bit of... you're holding back. You're in a little bit of indecision here as to what to do. There will be, I feel, a decision coming up this week. Because we do have the Ace of Pentacles here. Tell me what the decision is. What is the decision for Aries, please? Sneak peek for this week. What's the decision? Got two. The decision is about a soulmate, Six of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles is in reverse. Hallelujah. Somebody's about to be vulnerable with their soulmate. They want to invest in someone. I feel this is coming up this week. So either you make this decision this week or you actually take action. We do have fire at the center of your reading, although it's sort of sedentary, right? Kind of defensive still, feeling like I got to jump to my own defense. Like it feels like you're trying to build a defense for the person that you're going to be letting down easy. I believe, Aries, we talked about that in one of your readings in the last couple of weeks, letting someone down easy. That's what it feels like here. Tell me what justice you need, Aries, in this week. What justice will you get this week? What is the justice you will get this week? The Four of Wands, the Death card, and the Wheel of Fortune. Look, I really think that you are making a choice between two people. I feel like you are ending a relationship with somebody. You're about to end a relationship with the person that you're with. And I think we've talked about that as, and I don't necessarily see it as any other option as I read this, right? It's an ending and a new beginning. So the ending is the Four of Wands and the beginning is the Four of Wands. Making a decision, right? And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And I think as soon as you make that decision, and it will be the right one, no matter what decision you make, it will be the right one. I think you'll know it because things are going to start falling into place. It's going to be a little easier from here, Aries. I think you've been sort of pushing a boulder uphill for a little bit as it pertains to, matters of the heart. And I think it's going to get a little easier from here. Why is the Nine of Cups in the reverse, please? Because the Ten of Cups is here. There we go. The Six of Swords is here. So I feel as though you move on from the Nine of Cups in the reverse because you realize that there are 10 cups here. Yeah, I think that this is the week that you are going to take action and yeah, I think you're dragging these 10 cups with you wherever you're going. You're leaving, I believe, a relationship and you're moving to something new. The Six of Swords is about learning lessons and taking those lessons with you as you leave from wherever the place was that you felt was a little bit chaotic and you're going to somewhere that's calmer. I think that the place that's calmer is where the 10 cups are. And I think that the relationship you're in right now is the one that we're looking at here with the Nine of Cups in reverse. You already know it's not your wish fulfillment. You just don't know how to say it. So this is the week that I think you either are formulating what you're going to say, because you are cutting one of those swords out of this picture, going from the 3 to the 2, making a decision, right? And I feel that's going to be this week for you, okay? We've got 7 Pentacles in reverse because there's no growth here. You've realized that the relationship that you're in right now, there's no growth there. All right. All right, Taurus, here we are. Sneak peek for this week, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How are you, my bull gang? Elsie here, who is a Taurus Sun. So if you haven't been here before, welcome, welcome. We have a beautiful, beautiful tribe of many signs here. And Taurus is just one of them. And I'm grateful. So, so grateful. Here we go, Taurus. What's coming up for you this week, my friends? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, I'll come back with your reading for the week. Probably later on this evening. All right, here we go. Tell me about Taurus for this week, please. Sneak peek for this week. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The Wheel of Fortune, look. The Wheel of Fortune just showed up in Aries reading. But I just want to say the Wheel of Fortune is where it's at for Taurus, right? And it's the planet of Jupiter. Jupiter is in Taurus until May the 24th of 2024. So that is exactly what's going on for you, Taurus. There is so much going on right now. Venus is in retrograde, and we're in the Mercury retrograde shadow. Mercury retrograde's on the 23rd. There's a full moon coming up. We just got out of a new moon. All sorts of changes. Crazy changes, Taurus. We've got the Knight of Wands, the one from the past. Tell me what's changed here. I think that this Knight of Wands is from the past, but what I want to say is, Taurus, I think that you're already on the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I do believe that there is somebody that you're leaving in the past. I think this is a decision that you know you've had to make. You have to make this change. It's a hard one. It hurts. We're also looking at fixed energy here. Taurus, you're a fixed sign, but so is Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. Sorry. And Leo. Yeah, got Aries here. So I want to say that you've realized, Taurus, that you have all the aces in hand. Whatever it is that you want, you've been manifesting, I believe is in your very near future here. And it's because you've decided to turn your back on the Knight of Wands. I think that's why. I think that you've decided to make a change. This would be a repetition. I feel it would be like a repeat cycle, and you're not into that. You're into change. The universe is here to say it's destiny that you move forward, but you must manifest different things, and I think you are. These are fated changes, and you know that they are. Things are changing, and I hear it in the collective. In some of the readings that I do, I hear it in the collective. In the messages that you send for me, there's so much change going on, and it's so hard. Some of it's really hard. Things like closing chapters and moving away from things in the past that you wanted that may not necessarily have been the best for you, Taurus, but you learned a lesson there. Whatever this was taught you a lesson. Yeah, Devil. Got Capricorn energy. This one is very, very, very attracted to you. This one is attached to you. There is an attachment between you and them. I feel that this person who is the Knight of Wands, the one who's given no stability, the one who's been sort of in the background, they pop up once in a while and then they're gone for a while. I think it's gotten to a point of toxicity that you're done with, and it's time to make a change. And I think that's what you're doing. You are changing your vibration here. We've got the Three of Swords in the reverse. Just listening. Yeah, I think you're healing from this. I feel like it's been a while since you spoke with this person, and I think you're healing from this. And now I feel that now that you're feeling the pull of destiny, or I did a reading for someone where they said in their notes that I can feel it. I just want to know who it is. And I thought that was so badass, because it's like a lot of people are saying that in the comments. I know it. There's a knowing. I know something's coming. I just don't know what it is yet, because you've been manifesting a whole bunch of stuff, right? Some of you have been manifesting one person, but a lot of you have just been manifesting abundance, or love, or happiness, or good health. All of those things are coming, and I think it's all resulting in you healing. The Three of Swords is in the reverse here. Got the Page of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, unrequited love. I can't do this. It's too toxic. It hurts me. And I think Taurus, that you've decided that I just need to stay away from it. That the Knight of Wands is passionate and desirable and brings the fire, and for a little bit I feel like the world melts away, and I get it. I get it. We've all met one of these. But I think you also have realized and made a decision, because the Wheel of Fortune shows up like when it's supposed to, when it's divinely guided, but it is, to me as a reader, a reward for a decision you make. And now here's the abundance. And although things will happen in divine timing without that criteria, that's what it feels like here. It feels like you've learned this lesson of this toxic, beautiful, sexy, desirable person back here. You've realized that the toxicity is too much and you've got to let it go. That you still have feelings for this person, but it is unrequited love. You know that if you get yourself entangled in this kind of energy, yeah, it's not good. I feel like what you're doing is looking forward. That's what these cards tell me. You're looking forward to the future. You're healing. You're manifesting. And the universe is listening. Yeah. The universe is listening for sure. Oops. Tell me what's healing for Taurus, please. What are you healing from, Taurus? I think you're just healing from this, making this decision. Took action. Oh, good for you. You took action on your finances or your 3D world or whatever's going on in your pentacle world. You've decided to take action on that, and that's been healing you. I think either if you're a person who maybe is retired or doesn't work, it could be volunteer work you've decided to do, or you're getting once again something going in your 3D world, and so maybe you're remodeling a room, or it feels like inspiration, because the King of Wands takes inspired action, right? And there's the inspiration right there. So I feel like you're taking inspired action to do something that has to do with money, or maybe fixing up the inside of your home, whatever it is that's making your sanctuary. I feel that's how you're healing yourself. You're taking care of you by taking care of your pentacle world. There it is. You have decided you're having a new beginning. Look, this isn't somebody who this person didn't come back to, blah, blah, blah. You decided that's it. That's it. I'm closing the door. My back is to all of this. I can't do that anymore. This is your decision. For those of you who have not yet made this decision or are still attached to the energy back there, I say go look up a ritual online somewhere that tells you what to do in order to cut some strings you need to cut. Because somebody here has already cut those strings. I love it. I love it. I decided it's unrequited. I'm not doing it anymore. So I think that Taurus, you're probably dealing with a Leo. Doesn't have to be. It could be Sagittarius and Aries. We are in a general read. Could be dealing with Capricorn. We also have, like I said, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius here as well. And this is Aries, to me, Aries as well. So I feel like you are this week is the week where you finally just shut it off. You're not going to think about that anymore. You're strong enough to just move forward here. What's the Wheel of Fortune bringing for you this week? Ooh, Taurus. Look, go back and look at Aries reading, because there was also a 3 of Swords there in the upright, because Aries is about to make a decision to cut someone out, and you're here healing. So if you're dealing with an Aries, you don't see it coming. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow, I don't usually get answers like this from the wheel. The wheel usually tells me it's none of my business. There we go. Yeah, you don't see the Emperor's on the way. The Emperor is the one who's been watching you, by the way, been watching you on social media. So if you think someone's watching your stories, or if you've just had a feeling someone's creeping, this is what it is. This person's been watching. You can't see them watching. You don't know who's watching, but Elsie knows who's watching. Your friend who knows tarot that's nosy knows who's watching. There it is. Tell me about this Fool. victory in truth, honesty, conversation, seeing it from the other side. I'm finally courageous after all these years to come forward. That's the ships that are coming in for you, Taurus. Somebody who's finally got the courage to come in and talk to you after not speaking with you for years. Knight of Pentacles years. Like, it could be years and years, right? So for those of you who are on schedule to be in union, I feel like if you're dealing with Leo or Aries or a fire sign for sure, could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, yeah, or the fixed signs. Aries is here, the Emperor is here, and Cancer and Pisces. So take it as it resonates. The star is here. It's not going to be bad, Taurus. It is not going to be bad at all. So that's the thing that you feel coming, my friend. All right, here we go, Gemini. This is you. Thank you, Gemini, for coming here and watching. I appreciate you. If you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. Everything you need is there. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oops. Here we go, Gemini. As I'm shuffling, I'm thinking of some of my favorite Geminis. And interestingly enough, one of my favorite Geminis is actually on this platform, Leon Lush. If you go see him, he is a Gemini with some fire, and boy, can you tell. Whoo! Yeah, you can tell. He is smart, 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 and boy, charismatic. All right, here we go. Gemini, here we are. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for this week, Gemini. Gemini, we have the King of Cups. This person who has it all together, sort of in terms of emotions, right? Not necessarily showing everyone their emotions, but very feeling underneath, very psychic too, kind of knows what's up. Ooh, there's a Tower here this week for you. I feel like you are going to be speaking to someone. They could be a Scorpio. This is the King of Cups is Scorpio, and so is the Tower. Of course, we're in a general reading, so it's also Pisces or Cancer. I feel like there is going to be some communication. It feels like a breakthrough of communication. And the thing is that I want to say that if the communication you're having, whether it's a job or a relationship or whatever it is, if you're having communication with someone that you were having a hard time communicating with, I don't think much has changed. I'm just going to say there is a breakthrough in communication. It may be that this communication this time will be softer, maybe because you're in the King of Cups energy, that maybe you'll choose your words more careful, or, you know, it's like when I see this is the person that's smooth. That's smooth, Gemini, right? I'm going to say it in a kind and really beautiful, smart way. I'm going to roll it out for you like a red carpet, and you're going to want to walk. That's what that feels like. So it feels like there is some sort of a breakthrough in communication, or a breakthrough in how someone feels about another person. It's an upheaval and a change as it pertains to the heart space, as it pertains to you being in control of your emotions. Maybe I'm just going to say the warning here is to make sure that you are in control of your emotions, because I feel like there's some combative communication, or potentially combative, from someone you haven't spoken with in a while. And I think it's on both of you, to be honest. I think that you've been in hermit mode, and I think that your person is the High Priestess. So the person who doesn't usually go outward, they're usually inward. The High Priestess is the person who is the keeper of secrets, the mysterious one, right? The person who is very much in contact with the universe, and so is the hermit. They're both highly psychic here. And so I want to say that the person that you have these feelings for, you are communicating with them already in the 5D. Something's going to happen this week that's going to rattle you out of your hermit mode. So if you've been the person who's just like going to work, going home, eating, going to sleep for a while, like maybe there's not much going on, you've just been spending time alone by yourself, I think that's about to change. Because I feel like there is some communication that's coming from someone who's been quiet, and I feel it has to do about feelings. It's very interesting the way I'm looking at these cards on the table, because it almost looks like the Hermit is sort of giving the High Priestess the side eye. That's kind of what it looks like there for me. Kind of giving the High Priestess the side eye. All right. So the reason there's going to be communication is because we've decided that to get ourselves out of our mental prisons. And I want to say that these are two very on-point spiritual people who are on the same vibration. And it almost seems like you're both doing this. And I think it starts here. I think it starts with you having a realization while you're in hermit mode that pulls you out of this Eight of Swords, which in turn pulls the High Priestess out, because understand, I think you're connected psychically. I think the High Priestess already knows that you want to have a conversation, or maybe it's the High Priestess that wants to have a conversation with you, but I feel like you should be prepared for no resolution. I want to say, like, it doesn't feel like anybody is going to say anything different than they said back there. If this is a person from the past, it feels like it is. If this is somebody... and then maybe not even in the past, like in the current, I think. I don't think you've cut this person off or anything like that. I just feel like if we get into it again, we're not going to find a resolution. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please. So I think that Gemini, that we have here the Hierophant, we have the King of Swords. I feel as though you have romantic feelings for someone, and I don't know that you feel you can get by the gate. That's what it's giving me here, because the Five of Swords tells me that you really don't see eye to eye, or there might be some things that you and the High Priestess don't see eye to eye on. That might be why you're silent currently. Maybe it's not. But I also want to say that I feel like you can get through this conversation with this person if you choose, but you really got to choose your words carefully, because I feel like the last time you had a conversation before it went silent, I feel like the Five of Swords was there. You wouldn't believe what I was saying, I wouldn't believe you, or we couldn't come to an agreement that you were right or I was right. It's being stuck in lack. So I feel that coming up in the future, I feel that either you're dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, a Gemini, Aquarius like you, or I feel as though there is going to be communication, very honest, truthful. I feel like you're being warned to be soft with your words. If you really do have feelings for the High Priestess, that the Knight of Cups is here saying, use that energy. Fight for love, fight for kindness, and fight for romance, and use that with your words. So even if this conversation starts off in lack, I feel like you can pull it together if you use the right words and you're aware of your emotional energy. I think you want to be clear with either a Taurus, or you want to be clear with someone that, for some of you, you might be in the midst of a divorce with. Because of the King of Swords. I see that person as the lawyer when it's up against the Hierophant. For some of you, it could be that. For others of you, I feel somebody's bringing in clarity about wanting to have some sort of a commitment, a romantic commitment, and they don't know that you're going to agree. They don't know that you're going to see this thing from the side that they see it from. I feel like it's been a long time since you have spoken with this person. I feel like you had to wait to grow first. It was time for you. It was a time for you, Gemini. You had to wait to grow before you could realize that, yeah, but that you had feelings here. So I feel as though maybe it's been a long while since you've had conversation with the High Priestess, who's Pisces, by the way. We've got Virgo energy here. We've got Scorpio energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So I want to say that the Two of Wands is here. It's making a decision. So I feel like after a long time with no conversation, which could be years. Pentacles to me are years. I feel like you will be making a decision probably within the next 2 weeks. Wands for me are weeks. And I feel like you are going to be reaching out in conversation to someone that you have feelings for. I don't think it's full-blown love feelings, but I do feel that you want to give an apology, or you feel you receive one. You should receive one. But I think that, again, there's a second warning to be kind with your words. Swords up against water, right? Be honest. Be completely honest and truthful, but be kinder. And I'm not saying you're not kind. I'm just saying that, sometimes people are in the mood to talk to the King of Swords. They just want the crib notes. They just want the facts, and that's it. And sometimes there are people that you really need to speak with on an intellectual level, but really show them that you care about them too. I think that may have been what pulled you apart in the first place. Tell me why you're getting the Tower here. Because you're healed. Oh, and you're going to get your Empress. Yeah, I feel as though it's time for it's a healing. It's a realization. I've healed enough. I've been in hermit mode long enough. There's an Empress here and a Queen of Swords. I need to speak up if I want the Empress. So I feel like that's kind of connected to the reading that I just did for you last week. And you might just want to look at that one. I think I did it just a couple of days ago, actually, for the week ahead. I feel like there is going to be more flexibility in thinking as it pertains to you and this person. And I think that you are going to be able to drop some burdens here. And I feel like you're going to ask somebody out. You just need to drop some burdens. You want to get out of the chaos of the mind, and you just want to move on. You want to move forward, and that means that you got to reach out. You got to reach out and make something happen in the 3D. And it's going to help you drop all these burdens here. All right. 4 of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. That is the stable relationship. It's also family and happiness and having fun and going to social engagements and all of that stuff too. All right, Cancer, here we are. This is for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you so much for clicking here. And if you are a cross watcher, thank you. If you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. All right, we're starting off with the 9 of Wands here, Cancer. Somebody has been getting hurt. The wounded warriors here. I need to be brave. No matter what comes, I have to be brave. The thing is you can get out of the cycle whenever you want, right? The 9 Wands, you don't have to carry it through. You can wait. You can just wait for the extra wand and be done with it and just drop everything. You don't have to carry around these heavy burdens that you've been carrying here. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. That's interesting. Judgment. Interesting. For some of you, I think this has to do with the workplace, Cancer. So the workplace, I feel like you've become the subject matter expert on something. I also feel as for some of you, you don't really like the place that you work and you need to make a decision about what you're doing moving forward. The Judgment card is here with the 9 of Wands, which tells me that I think you are going to make a big decision to close some kind of cycle that's been very burdensome. It is the 8 of Pentacles. So it's the way you make your money possibly, or the place that you work at, or the business that you have, or the knowledge that you have. But I think that you are going to make sure you cover all the bases. I feel like you know exactly what you're doing and what you're up against. I feel like right now you're in the 9 of Wands. You're a bit nervous. You got to be brave. You have to make the decision. For some of you, the Judgment could be leaving a job, making a decision to change your life by taking another position at another place. It's going to give you growth because the Empress is here, the abundance is here. So if this is job related for you, it feels like, I feel like you feel stuck here, but you're not. It's an illusion. You're behind the fear wall and everything looks fearful because you're trying to hide from it. So I don't think that you need to be all that brave. I think that you just need to know that making this decision is going to change your life, because this is the resurrection, or it's like a resurrection or a restart, right? Some cards on the floor. Oh, just one. All right. Yeah, something at work has been worrying you, or something about your pentacles, the way you make your money, has been worrying you. I think you need to make a decision about something, but the decision you make will be the right decision, and I think it's going to change your life. That's what the Judgment does. It puts you on another path. When you decide to take it as is, the terms that are given here, I think you get to move on. Yeah, there's a Chariot. Okay, so the Page of Wands is here. Look at that. I love this deck. Look, the Page of Wands is staring right at the Eight of Pentacles. The Page of Wands is, do I take this path? Do I make this impulsive decision to take this path? Oh, there's the one wand. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, 9 and 10. I think you're going to do it. So for those of you who this is about work, if another job presents itself, I think you're going to do it. I think that it's going to look scary, because it can be scary, right? Making decisions that change your life can be pretty daunting, pretty scary. And it feels like this is putting down these burdens here. The 10 Wands is what sets you free. Yeah. So I think that if this is about a job, it's time for you to look into that next place, because I think it's something that's going to change your life. Got the Page of Pentacles as well. Got messengers here. Just listening. Okay. For those of you looking at this in terms of romance, I feel like there is somebody at work, and I think we've been talking about that this week. In some of the readings, there's somebody at work, I feel, that it feels kind of burdensome. And I think it feels burdensome because you can't make the decision about what you want to do. I think there may be already texting going on. I think that you two are texting outside of work. And I feel that the decision is yours, the Page of Pentacles, right? There is something here, a decision you have to make that's going to change your life. It could very well be, maybe I should take that coffee. Maybe I should go out on that date. Maybe I should go out on that coffee date. Because it might be the thing that you need in order to have to make this judgment that does change your life. Look, the thing is that it's burdensome having this connection with the person in the workplace. Because I don't know about your place, but a lot of places, they don't really want employees getting together like that, because when it breaks down, or if it breaks down, it's a mess, right? So it feels like that's the burden if it's the workplace thing. But I do feel like that even if you are the person who has the workplace crush, or somebody's crushing on you, I feel like you probably leave that job. And then maybe something different happens after that. The Page of Pentacles here it's telling me here that it's your decision to move forward. So I think that the Judgment is here to tell you that you have a decision to make. Tell me what this decision is about. You have to decide what you're going to do. Because the Hermit is here, and I feel like you have wisdom enough to know that the Judgment card is going to take you to places. Sorry about the screaming on the street, if you hear it. Just one moment. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups and the Hermit. I feel as though that's what you're thinking about. I feel like that the universe is going to give you a chance to make a decision to do something that's going to change your life. And I feel like the wisdom of that has come to you while you have been in hermit mode. I think you're looking for overall happiness, like the apex of happiness. You just want to ride or die. You just want somebody who's going to have your back and never give up and show you the same kindness you're showing them. Maybe have a family with them, blend families, or have a new family. I feel like you want a second chance at something here, Cancer. Yeah. Feels like you want to make some sort of investment. The Two of Pentacles is here, right? With the One Pentacle, Three Pentacles. It's a friend you're thinking about. Somebody you already know. Maybe they're not your friend, but they're somebody you already know. And I think that while you're in hermit mode, you're thinking about having a life with this person, having happiness, having a relationship, or a home, a family. I feel like you're really busy. And so I feel like work keeps you occupied. This stuff is keeping you occupied. If it is a work thing, it's almost like they're crossing over. And I feel like you do want to invest in someone here, but you've been too busy to really give it too much of your energy. There you are right there, Cancer, the Chariot, right? We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so you have not yet made the decision, but I think this is the week that you finally give yourself a break. Nine of Swords, Page of Cups. I feel like what's been keeping you up at night is how to say sorry, or how to give a gift, or how to reach out to somebody. I feel like you want to reach out to somebody who's really got your heart space, someone you really have feelings for, someone who is your friend. And that makes sense to me why the Page of Cups is here, because the Three Pentacles are here. And I think you're worried about whether this friend really wants to have this new beginning. I think you're going to ask this person out, and it makes you feel overwhelmed because you have a lot of feelings for this person. I feel like you've been manifesting, sort of asking them out. I think they're going to say yes. Yeah, I think they are. Oh, look who came up. Could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. So I feel like there is somebody that you are going to communicate with this week. And for some of you, it's a work person. For others of you, you're probably leaving a job to go to a job that is going to open a door for you that you couldn't have dreamed would open for you. All right, Leo, here we go. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, we're coming to the close of Leo season. I think Virgo season starts on the 23rd. So this is probably last time I'm going to say happy birthday to you, and I hope you had a beautiful Leo season. Here we go, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Leo. Tell me about Leo. Woo, things are about to get good this week, Leo. We've got, you're possibly dealing with someone who is a Scorpio, a Taurus, or an Aquarius. Leo was on this card here. Nice. I feel like you have been trying to find an answer about something. You've been trying to see something from another perspective or from someone else's point of view. I feel like you would hang there forever just to get the answer. I feel like in your gut, you know that things need to change. The Hanged Man is Piscean energy, and that's having a knowing or knowing in your gut or listening to your gut, right? Trying to find the other perspective. I feel like you are going to have some sort of a breakthrough because we have the sun breaking through the clouds. I think it's going to be in the fall. It looks like fall time here. The leaves are falling. So we are into fall. We're getting there, right? Very soon. So I feel like something is changing here, and I think it's your perspective on something. It's a hard change. It's a hard realizing change. Yeah. But I think you've been thinking it over for a while. It is card number 12. And Charlie's saying for some of you, it could be you've been thinking about it since December last year. We have the Strength card. Look, there's about to be a lot of changes coming up here. And I think that you're the one who is welcoming this. It's like a it's like a signal to the universe, almost an energy that you put out of wanting to make a sacrifice or look for an answer to a question that is really legit, right? In your gut, the universe is communicating with you here. I feel like there's going to be some big changes coming up for you in the fall months, September, October, November. And I feel like you need to be courageous, or you are going to be courageous through this time. I feel as though there are some really good things coming, but I feel as though they're going to scare you or terrify you or piss you off, one of those, because, you know, you're a fixed sign, Leo, right? And change is hard for you. All right. Got the Six of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. Do you know what? I think you're making a decision to move away from some sort of mental prison you had yourself in. I feel like you've learned a lesson here, or you've been looking for the lesson. You've been asking, please, if there's a lesson here, I don't want to suffer. Because when you're suffering, it's because you can't see the lesson. Once you learn the lesson of the situation that's arising, that's terrorizing you, I feel, Leo, once you realize the lesson, you get to move on. And I think you get to move on because a lot of lessons are being learned here as you are in the Hanged Man energy. I'm just looking at all this busyness going on here. It feels like a lot of aha moments. Your heart chakra for sure. That's a big green one there. You're seeing something clearer, lots of violet, right? Like all of the chakra colors are here. It's almost like you have a rising, like an energetic rising. That's what it feels like. So I want to say that you're trying to get your courage up to ask somebody out, I think. To ask somebody if you can be part of their life, or if I can take you out for coffee, or can we spend some time together. Something small. You might give them a gift, right? Page of Pentacles, of course, is like bringing it into the 3D, right? It's like I've been thinking about it for a really long time, sort of in this Hanged Man energy. It's sort of similar to the Hermit energy, but it's more about, you know, sacrificing whatever you need to sacrifice to get the answer that you need. And I feel like you decided that you can no longer hang here, that it's quite chaotic and you need to move away. It's about time you spoke the truth or liberated yourself. And I think that this week is the week that you, I feel like you're going to ask somebody out, because the Three Pentacles is, the Page Pentacles. I said Three Pentacles. I wonder if this person's a friend. But we have the Page of Pentacles, and I feel like you are the master of it. Like you can open this cycle whenever you want. You can decide to materialize something in this 3D realm here. I feel like you are about to speak up, to be honest with somebody, and like very, very honest with somebody here. I feel like there's been no communication between you at all. That communication has ceased. And that might be, yeah, the reason why the Queen is showing up rather than the Page or the Knight, right? The Queen is showing up because she can cut through the bullshit. So I feel like whether you're feminine or you're masculine, I feel like the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, this very this energy that is highly intelligent, has a lot of words. I'm just going to tell you how it is. Be very factual and honest. It's time for me to liberate myself and say something after this long period of being quiet with each other. Oh, interesting. Charlie's telling me to look at this card because there's Three Pentacles here, because I did say Three Pentacles, right? There's 1, 2, 3 in the trees here. And then the one pentacle being carried by the Knight. There's one pentacle here as well. That tells me that there's been no conversation, right? 3, 4, 5 pentacles. Yeah, and I mean, it told me that anyway because the Knight isn't moving anymore. And it makes the Knight sad, I think. Yeah, I think it's you. I think you are sort of sad and feeling regretful that there's no communication between you and the Queen. The Queen could be a person that is in your life that is an air sign. And if they're not an air sign, if they're not Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, they're just someone who's maybe a divorcee, feminine or masculine, someone who has just learned to speak up for themselves. They're no longer going to be stifled. I feel like you have a lot of things to tell somebody that you've been hiding from them. And I think that's why you want this Page of Pentacles energy here. You want to communicate with somebody and ask them, can we go out together? Can we talk? Because we have the 6 swords here and the Queen holds 1, right? That's 7 swords, which is, I'm not necessarily being honest with you. There's things I'm not lying to you about maybe, but things I haven't told you the whole truth about. So I feel like for some of you, I'm reading it both ways. For some of you, you are the Queen. It's time you spoke up. For others of you, the Queen has been silent with you. And I think that it's been regretful because I really do feel that there was some feelings here for this person, some love feelings, I think, because we do have 2 cups that are in the tree, right? I feel like there's still some love for this person here. You have a lot of feelings for them. And I think that you think, the 3 cups tells me that you think that possibly this person has kicked over the cups, that they're not interested in you anymore. We have the 6 of Wands. I feel like after being in a dark place or coming from a dark place or a place of sadness, I think you're about to get victory because you're supposed to. I think that you're trying to get victory with someone who might be an earth sign. Capricorn, but also Taurus or Virgo in a general reading. You're trying to get, I think that what you're trying to do here is you do want to get some victory with the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Swords or possibly the Empress, because this could be, maybe if they aren't 2 people, they could be 1 person. I feel like this is your energy here of not really being honest with somebody, and so things stopped. And now you have regret that things have stopped. Now you're trying to ask somebody out. I feel like you are going to have victory with this Queen of Pentacles. If your person is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I think that you will have victory. This person will say yes to your invitation. This person is someone who is very, very confident. This person. They're very confident. They're very beautiful. I think that intimidates you just a little bit. And not only are they confident and beautiful, but they probably run their own business or they take care of business. They don't have anyone supporting them. This is someone who's single and doing it all on their own. And look, they've raised the 9 pentacles. They're only waiting for the 1. And I think it's in the hand of the Knight. I think it's in your hand. And I think that you... that this Queen of Pentacles here tells me that your person is in training to be the Empress. And that could be why the 2 queens are here. The only ones that are not present are the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. We haven't seen them yet. But I feel like your person is well on their way to being an Empress. That they're already acting as though they are. Tell me about this 9 of Pentacles. The 10 pentacles. Okay. Yeah. So I think you want to bring them a pentacle. I think you want to bring this person a pentacle. And I think that you want to tell them some truths. What is that? Interesting. Wow. So I think what you want to tell them, Leo, is I thought there was competition. I thought you were dating a bunch of different people. I thought you had other people on the DMs. I thought that there was other people. And when you offered me that cup, the one that I put on the shelf and didn't look at again, I couldn't accept it. I feel like you weren't ready to settle down. I feel like you were sort of still in party mode. I think you're still hiding your face from that 1 cup. I feel like, Leo, somebody offered you themselves, like offered you some love, and I think you put that cup on the shelf, but look, they're shining the same. I think that this is a soulmate person for you. We've got the Star card, which is Aquarius energy. You could have Aquarius energy. So I think that you think that there is a lot of competition for them, and so you held back. You had indecision. You had indecision when they offered you the Ace of Cups, and I feel that what you didn't tell this person is that you think they're the star, that you're really attracted to them. They're very beautiful, ethereal. This person has very healing energy. I think that you didn't tell them that. I think you still haven't told them that. So that's why I think you're going around again. Yeah, I think wow, okay, yep, you are. You're making the decision, I think, to ask somebody out on a date or to take them out to a social gathering or, something like that. We have the 8 of Pentacles here, which tells me that you're willing to work on it now. And so I think this week you are making a decision to ask somebody out because the Wheel of Fortune is kicking you in the butt. You haven't told this person how you feel about them, but I think that you're really interested in a long-term relationship or winning them. I really do think that this person intimidates you just a little bit because we are looking at knights and queens, also pages and queens. So their status could freak you out just a little bit, but I think you want victory with them. And I think this person has offered you something before. All right. Here we go, Leo. Virgo, you're next. Here we go, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is you for this week. This is your sneak peek for this week, Virgo. If you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. I do have room over at Wizio if you're interested. Thank you so much. Here we go. Let's talk about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Does Virgo need to know for this week? What's coming up for Virgo this week, please? Sneak peek for this week. All right. What do we got? We've got the 6 of Swords in the reverse. You're feeling a little stuck this week, Virgo. Why is that? Feeling like things aren't moving, like there's no movement here. Feeling stuck in the chaos. Oh, look at that. It was flipped over too. We've got the Star. Star is Aquarius energy. It's healing energy, hopeful energy. All right. We have the 8 of Pentacles. The 6 of Swords is in the reverse. Nothing's moving. It may be that nothing's moving because you're in a position of healing right now. The 8 of Pentacles is wanting to work on it, wanting to work on movement. I feel like you're feeling hopeful that you're going to be able to work on some sort of place. You're stuck somewhere in the mind. It's what it feels like. You're stuck in the mind. It feels like you're... Well, I want to say that the 6 of Swords, and I see the Star as having 1, so that's 7 swords. And so feels like the energy of something that is either under the surface or something that you're working on getting the truth about, or that you feel like someone's lying to you and you're trying to work on getting the truth. Got the Hanged Man. You're in deep thought. It's like you're trying to see it from another point of view, and that's why you can't move on. 3 of Cups. You're thinking about all the good times. But I have to work on it because of all the good times. All the times we shared fun and celebration and tea parties, right? I like this card. Tea party. So it feels like you are... I feel like it feels like a relationship that you want to work on because you've already invested in it. It's like maybe you're already 8 years in, right? And Pentacles, I'm saying 8 years because Pentacles for me are years. And I feel like you've invested a lot, and but you feel stuck in this relationship. The thing is, the Hanged Man is here, and the Hanged Man is either looking at something from another point of view or is looking to make a sacrifice in order to heal. So for some of you, it's that. You're looking at making a sacrifice, anything, to get out of this 6 of Swords, the place where you're stuck in the mind. I feel like you need a good party for sure. You need a party or a date, one of the two. Yeah, this is a relationship. Yeah. Whew. So I was looking at 12, and I was like 12, and I looked at the 3, and that was 15, and 1 and 5 is 6, which tells me it's a soulmate reading, and the 8 of Cups is here. It feels like since about the full moon, you've been thinking about departing from a relationship. I feel you feel stuck there, or you're trying to see it from the other person's side or any other side in order for you to be able to get some movement here. For some of you, you've already invested a long time and you don't want to give it up, but you're thinking about walking away. Or you are still in this relationship and you feel very disconnected from your intuition, emotionally disconnected from the self. And that's what's got you stuck. You're not making decisions with your gut. You're making them based on time in. We've had a lot of fun times in the last 8 years. You're basing it on time in. You're not looking at the situation for what it really is. You're trying to see it from another point of view. Tell me with the 8 of Cups, please. What are we disconnected from? 10 Cups. Yeah. I feel like you're willing to walk away from 10 Cups. I feel like you're thinking about that. The Hermit is here and the 9 of Wands. It feels like it's if it does happen, it's going to be an impulsive decision. I feel like there's been a lot of hurt and sadness, and it feels like the 9 of Wands is telling me you're the wounded warrior. And maybe you do have 8 years in and you're thinking about the good times, but I'm going to say the Hermit is here. You're going inwards for self-preservation reasons, and that can only mean that you've been hurt. Either you're feeling disconnected in this relationship, maybe it's a family, tell me why you're stuck. 6 of Swords. What are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Judgment. You're trying to make a decision with your gut. High Priestess, Queen of Swords, as to what to cut out and what to keep. Do I speak up? I think you know, Virgo, that if you do find your voice and you speak up like the Queen of Swords, I think you know where this whole thing goes. Yeah. I think that if you decide to speak up, the Judgment card is here. It's a huge decision, because you know that if you speak up and say what's on your mind, whatever it is you've been hiding with the High Priestess energy, it feels like there's been silence here, and that's what's been keeping you stuck here. You have to make a decision that is in your gut. You know the decision you have to make is to speak up, and that's why you're stuck where you are right now. And you're feeling disconnected because I think that you're up in your head. You're thinking a lot about the good times, but you're not thinking about whatever got you here. And the fact of the matter is I think that there is some trouble in paradise, if I'm being honest. Right? 9 of Wands. It's been a hardship. The Hermit. There's your energy. Virgo, you're going within. You're not speaking to people. You've kind of stopped speaking to the people in your environment or the person that you're living with, or maybe there's distance between you at this time. But you're thinking about the good times, and that's why you want to keep going. Tell me what the outcome is here. What's the possible outcome? 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. I want to say that the 6 of Pentacles is telling me that you've been giving reciprocity to someone who is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. To me, the Queen of Wands is the other woman or the other person, right? Feminine or masculine. And the 10 of Pentacles, I feel as though that you need to speak up to let someone know here that you're no longer interested, or you're no longer emotionally connected to this relationship, and you're about to make a sacrifice, which is what the Hanged Man energy is as well. You're about to sacrifice the 10 Cups here, because I think there is someone else you've been giving reciprocity to and you're considering for 10 Pentacles. Someone who either has a lot of abundance, or someone who you are thinking about a long-term relationship with them. 2 Pentacles. I feel like life has been super busy, or you're feeling like you just need to make a decision, walking the tightrope here. The Knight of Cups, the 2 of Wands. Yeah, you're going to make the decision to speak up, I think, because I think you're falling in love with this Queen of Wands. I think there's a lot of romantic love that you have for this Queen of Wands. I think you're going to be first clear with the Queen of Wands about what you're going to do, because I think you're going to tell this person that you love them and you're interested in a long-term relationship. All right. That's for this week. Right now you're in the 4 of Cups, not giving anybody any energy, not taking any in, not letting any out. You're just you kind of are. You're just being this week, I think. All right. Here we go, Libra. This is for you. How are you, Libra? Thank you so much for your interest in my last video. If you were there and you've seen it, thank you so much for doing that. It is the Aries, the air sign. The air sign video. Sorry, Mercury retrograde's already got me. Yeah, so go look at that. Let's get you a reading here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for you this week, Libra. Tell me what is up for Libra energy this week. The collective Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Collective Libra. The Star is here. To me, it's healing, being hopeful, being balanced. It feels like you're very focused on emotions, or focused on healing and getting more balance. I think that's what your focus is for this week. Let's take a look here, Libra. Possibly connecting with family members or people you've known for a very long time. I think that these people, the 6 of Cups, it feels like more than one. It feels like these people, I mean, there's children here. They could be children of yours, or nieces or nephews, or it feels like the 6 of Cups here is telling me that these people are really healing you, or it's very healing to spend time with these people that you've known forever, possibly your entire life. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Something is about to change in the future, but it's by your own hand. It's your initiation. You're going to be investing in something. We have Aquarius energy here. Oh, look at that. More air. The Ace of Swords is here with the Ace of Pentacles. So I want to say that the Knight of Swords is pointing directly at the Star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. But the Knight of Swords is, you know, the Knights are all fighters. They're protectors. And this one is the protector of truth and honesty and being transparent. But the thing is about the Knight of Swords is they're very scattered. So they don't necessarily get their whole point across because they're a little bit scattered. It feels like somebody has made a decision. I don't know if it's you or them, but it's a decision that's been made in a very sort of balanced mindset. It feels like somebody wants to, you know, 2 Swords, make a decision, or has made a decision to invest somewhere here. I'm going to say that I don't think this decision is made just yet, because I think what's happening is you're healing from a broken heart right now. Ace of Swords, there's air there, which is Aquarius, and then we have the Knight of Swords. It feels like that 3 Swords is telling me you were disappointed, or you've had your heart broken. I feel like your soul tribe or your family members or whoever it is, I think that they're the ones that are helping you through this, being really honest with you and saying, you know, whatever they're saying, they're being very honest with you. And I feel like you're asking for advice. I feel like you're about to make a decision, but a very good one. I think that you're very connected to the universe and you'll make that decision accordingly here. You've been thinking about it for a while. The High Priestess is here. So the High Priestess could be someone that you're making a decision about. This could be someone that you want to hear your side. It feels also that if this is a person, Piscean person, if this is a high priestess, maybe they're a card reader, maybe they're in the esoterics, maybe they're a psychic. This person, I feel, does still think about you. I want to say that you want to have conversation or speak to either an Aquarius or a Pisces possibly, because you've made a decision. I think the decision is that I feel like with these two, you can't really get this person off your mind, that there is some sort of a psychic connection. There's an ethereal or an energetic connection that you can't sever, or that maybe you haven't tried to sever. I'm just saying, he's holding the sword up. Maybe you haven't tried to sever it. But I feel like the decision you're going to make with your gut or about a Pisces is about to pay off. Whatever it is that you're about to invest in, if it's a relationship or a new job or a house or whatever it is, I feel like it works out in your favor, because this is the pentacle that changes your life. It changes your pentacle life. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. What are you about to invest in, Libra? Oh, I like it. You're healing. And the Nine of Cups. I think what you're investing in is probably mental health. Yeah, whether that means to you vacation, buying things, self-care. Maybe you're going to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist, a counselor. It feels like the investment is in you. You're investing in your mental health, in your well-being. And I feel also like once that's done, I feel like you're really excited about making contact with somebody. It feels like after the healing, because first comes the Ace of Pentacles, the investment in the Four of Swords, and I think you're quiet while you're there. I feel like whilst you're healing there, you're getting more and more excited about a message you will send or connecting with someone who makes you very happy. You're very excited and very happy to be able to connect with someone here. We've got the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Who are we talking about here, please? Tell me about Libra. Who's Libra talking about? The Queen of Wands in the reverse. Why is that? Yeah, this is the person, the ships that are coming in. I want to say that the person who you're going to contact is someone who has already pushed you away. Someone who maybe you feel is acting out of ego, someone who thinks they're a bigger deal than they are. It feels like the Queen of Wands is also someone who is, taking care of herself, not taking care of you. You might see this person as a little bit selfish. And the Queen of Wands in the reverse may be accused of that, but the Queen of Wands goes into self-care for the same reasons everybody else does, regardless of whether it's Pentacles, Wands. Yeah. So I think that what is coming in for you is, I feel like your finances are about to change. I feel like your finances are about to get better, but I think it's because you're deciding to be more patient now. I think you're learning a lesson of patience, but I feel like the ships that are coming in is the King of Pentacles. This could be a person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got the Empress in reverse right next door here. It almost feels like there is somebody here that has a lot of money, who is shallow, doesn't really care about people, somebody who is not using their gut, not connected to the universe. The Empress in reverse is someone who's kind of lost their way. So I always say that when the Empress is in reverse, it's because one of the queens is in the reverse. And there we got the Queen of Wands. So I think that you are interested in communicating with someone who could be an earth sign, because we've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we've got Taurus and Libra here. I want to say that this person, the Queen of Wands, I feel that you saw them as a little bit selfish in pushing you away. I want to say that this person has never changed their mind about you. Like they're still not interested in a relationship is what I want to say. The Empress in reverse isn't taking care of you or them or anyone else, especially when the Queen of Wands is in the reverse. They're taking care of themselves. They're not interested in a relationship. They're not interested in they're just not interested. They're more interested in themselves than they are in anything else. And I don't say that in a terrible way, because sometimes it's really, really necessary. Tell me what the decision is here. The decision is the Four of Pentacles. So I think that you have been obsessively thinking, but holding back. I think you've been thinking about this Empress in reverse, but holding back. Now we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. You know, I feel like with the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Wands in reverse, it feels almost like obsessively thinking about the thing that broke it all. Like it feels like we just stopped. We just stopped being on each other's path of passion. And I wonder if this person is still attracted to me. Do they still have passion for me? It's the Eight of Swords is all the questions. It's the question marks, right? I always say this should be question marks around her, but it is swords, because this, I think that you've got yourself in this mental prison here. I think that you're holding back because you don't know how this person feels about you. And I think it's going to take a little more healing. And I think you are investing in that healing. I think you're going to use your gut finally to figure out what's going on. You're going to go on a new adventure, close the old chapter. And then I think with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, I think you're just going to go for this, because the Ten of Swords in the reverse is ignoring the inevitable. It's inevitably going to close. And I feel like if you need closure, that maybe it's a good thing. But I don't think that this person really is interested in the Nine of Cups with you. I feel like the Queen is interested more, has more self-interest, and the self-interest that's going on right now could be money. They could be just working on their work life or pentacle life. I think it worries you. Yeah, you're holding ground, and maybe you might be watching this person online, but I think you are going to ask them out. We've got the Page of Pentacles. This person is currently someone who is in the friend zone. All right, Libra, I think that it's this week you either decide to talk to this person or you're thinking about it, but I feel like this person is probably not interested in a relationship. That's what I would say. All right, Scorpio, this is you, my psychic friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. This is your sneak peek for this week, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, yeah. Let's do the water thing. How are you, Scorpio? I hope you're having a good week. Or pardon me, that you had a good weekend. So far, hopefully you're having a good week. You always remind me to drink my water. All right, Scorpio, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what is coming up this week for Scorpio. Sneak peek for this week. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Tell you what, I connect psychically in a second with Scorpio. Even if I meet someone brand new, I can tell they got Scorpio energy. Yeah, it's like a little switch that flips for me. I could pick a Scorpio out of the room. All right, what do we got? Scorpio, we got the Five of Wands. A little bit of apprehension, maybe holding back, kind of beating yourself up about not taking action on something. Tell me more. I feel like you're about to take action on something, because after the Five of Wands comes the Six, and that is where you get the victory. We have the Page of Swords, so you've been watching someone, Scorpio. I feel like you are in indecision about whether you will move forward to the Empress. There it is. Yeah, you're in indecision because you've been watching this person, I think. And I don't think that you're watching them for any creepy reason. I think that you're watching this person to try and get a gauge on where they're at in their life or what they're doing with their life. The Empress, though, isn't really paying attention to you. The Empress is doing what the Empress does. Loves on people, takes care of others, takes care of themselves, very connected to the universe. Also, this person could be someone who is birthing things. Maybe they've birthed a business, or maybe they're pregnant or with child. Your Empress, the signs we have here are Taurus and Libra. I want to say with the Page of Swords that it feels like you're watching somebody because you're trying to find out more information about them. And it's not to say that you don't know who they are. I feel like you are watching them because I think that your next step is the Six of Wands. And I think you want to know what to expect from the Empress. Tell me more, please. Tell me more about Scorpio for this week. Four of Cups. So right now you're not doing much. Right now you're just sitting back and watching, holding back a little bit. You're wondering if there's competition for the Empress. And I think that's why you're watching them on social media, going through all the comments, going through all the hearts, clicking on that. Who did all the hearts? Now I'm going to go investigate those people. That's what the Page of Swords would do, right? Why did that person put a heart on that person's picture? I know it seems petty, but it's the things that make us a little crazy when we can't let go of energy, when we don't just let it go and let it do as it will, right? I'm going to say that you are going to get justice with the Empress here. I feel like the Empress has actually been waiting for justice. Waiting for justice to find her. Because look, the Empress doesn't chase, right? She's busy in her life doing things that benefit her and other people, taking care of other people, doting on other people. She's someone who's very much about, taking care of home and hearth and making a beautiful home and helping others. Interesting. So I'm looking at the 8 Cups, and it does feel like you two don't have a connection right now. It feels as though, Scorpio, that you're watching from the outside, but I'm looking at the 8 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. That's 12 Cups, and 1 and 2 is 3. It tells me that you're watching for the purpose of wanting a reunion, wanting to ask this person out. You're trying to figure out if they're single or if there's competition for them. I think that if you two have disconnected emotionally, then I feel like there's going to be justice here. Tell me why justice is here. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, you want to invest here. That's why you're watching really closely here. Six of Swords. Oops. What's going on here? Things just flipped about. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Wands. Okay, so it's about communication here. I think you want to reach out to this person with communication. I feel like what you're... I feel that the Empress feels like you forgot about them. I feel like with the Empress here, the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Swords is telling me that someone's moved on from my opportunity. I feel like the Empress may have offered you something, or maybe you offered something to the Empress back there, wherever that was, and I feel as though it wasn't taken. The Ace of Pentacles is here at the Six of Swords is telling me that someone moved on from the opportunity. It may have been a chaotic time in your life, and maybe you just didn't have enough information to be able to make a decision. Okay, got a song. And have all the information before you turn me away. Wait a minute, sir. You kind of hurt my feelings. Oh yeah, see right through you. Yeah, that's Alanis Morissette. Hello, Mr. Man. You didn't think I'd come back. You didn't think I'd show up with this army and this ammunition on my back. Look, you know what I think is going on here? I feel like you want to have justice with the Empress. I feel as though there was a pulling apart of this energy. I feel like you want to ask this person out. I feel like you're coming back after being in silence with them possibly and just watching them. I feel like you come with the guns loaded, the barrels are loaded. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you've grown up, because you're just not able to call in, pages don't call in empresses. Emperors call in empresses. So I feel like you've also had a grow up or a glow up, I want to say, because the star is here, and it feels as though you're showing up like this person didn't think that you'd show up with your army and this ammunition on your back. I think that you see this person as the star, and I feel like you need to have justice on the way things ended, or that you moved away here. I feel there's communication. There's also a Four of Wands here. It could be communication about stability, and I'm passionate about you, and I want to support you. I want to be the person who takes care of you, provides for you, have a family with you. Yeah, I think that you are very intrigued with this Empress, because she's showing you as the Queen of Wands. So you're very attracted to this person. You very much desire them. Yeah. For those of you who have been waiting for something legal to come through, I'm just going to change it up for a moment here, because I'm getting another message that I think somebody needs to hear. So if you are in some sort of a legal battle as it pertains to money, I feel like you will end up winning the money, but it's going to be under terms of you never go back there. And I don't even know what that means. I'll give you a scenario. Somebody goes into a fast food place and blows it up and ends up getting some sort of a settlement out of it. It almost feels like you will, or maybe you ate somewhere and got sick, and we'll give you the money for that, but under the terms of you never show up there again. Yeah, feels like there's a decision that has to be made here. It's something that you've been wondering about as it pertains to the legal situation and the money. The Ace of Pentacles is here. So for some of you, it's going to be in your favor, and it's going to be a lot of money. If that resonates at all. Tell me why you disconnected. The Eight of Cups, please. Tell me why you disconnected. One of you thought the other one was just in for the passion. One of you was in for love, like very deep love, giving reciprocal deep love, and the other person was not giving any instability. They were not giving any stability to the matter. They were just sort of in and out of the situation. They were giving you reciprocity when they wanted to, and I think that there was probably other people in the DMs. I feel like either you or they had a lot of feelings, and I want to say that either you or they were not into it. One of you was in the deep feelings, like the King of Cups, and the other one was into the Knight of Wands. I'm not into this love stuff here. I'm into this. Yeah. So I think that there was a difference of opinion. Maybe you weren't ready to settle down, and maybe your person felt like they were ready to settle down. Like the Empress, they're not going to put up with a Knight of Wands. The Empress isn't going to put up with the Knight of Wands. No. So I think that probably your Empress was the one that had the bigger feelings, and maybe you didn't at the time of disconnection here. So tell me what you've been seeing. I think that you feel that the Queen of Wands, there she is again, that the Queen of Wands does have feelings for you. I think that you've been seeing something as you've been watching them. The High Priestess is in the reverse. It feels like it's letting out some information, or something is coming to the surface, and it has to do with the Ace of Cups. I think that this person has been sending you messages through social media hoping you're watching. That's what it feels like. This person here, the one who has a lot of love for you. Lots. All right. Here we go. Sagittarius, this is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Sag. I am your Saggy sister. It is in my rising. And I love to do these readings because I feel your energy. And Here we go. We're talking about partnership. There it is. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me more about Sagittarius for this week, please. There is a... Okay. Three of Pentacles, and... I thought I had another one. I guess not. And the Hierophant. You have the Hierophant. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Could be a Taurus that you look up to. Someone who is on your team, or someone who is a friend. Someone who is a friend, and they see you as very bright and interesting and a teacher. Something is amiss. Are we even friends anymore? Just listening. The Three of Pentacles is, I want to say, Sagittarius, is that there is a friendship here, or someone that you know in the Pentacle world. Someone either you know from work or a friend of a friend, somebody like that. You don't see. I feel like something is not as it seems. I think you think it's one way and it's actually another. I feel like this person actually has is very much looks up to you because you are the teacher. You're the spiritual teacher. I feel like they learn from you. I feel like whatever you feel for this person who matches the Three of Cups, the person who's on your team or your friend of a friend, I feel as though however it looks from the outside is not actually how it is. I think you have the situation figured out, Sag, but you don't. Because the moon is here. There's some things that you don't know about this Three of Pentacles. Tell me more. We've got Taurus energy. We've got Pisces and Cancer energy. Oops. There we go. Nine of Swords came out on its side. That is a challenge. So the challenge is worry. What are we worried about here? So it feels like the worry that you have is for the future. I think that you worry because this person, I feel, could be someone who is a Leo or Aries or Sagittarius. The King of Wands is someone who usually takes inspired action, and I don't think that you have been seeing any inspired action, but I'm going to say that the action is being taken, but you just can't see it. It almost feels like there's somebody who is out of your view, somebody you can't see. It's like, because I'm looking at the lion behind the king, it's like somebody who you can't see, who's out of your view. They are pining for you. Like it feels like somebody is, the person that is your friend of a friend might be someone who is the King of Wands. And I feel like whatever you think about this person is not the way it is. I feel like you've been doing a lot of worrying about this person. Maybe you haven't been hearing from them. It's more about a worry about the future is what it is. And I think that you're inevitably holding off, like the closing of a cycle. I think that you're kind of really deeply embedded in the sadness of what you can't see about the King of Wands, or that you feel the King of Wands maybe, but you can't see the King of Wands. And what you feel about the King is that the King is on your side, that they are someone that you can also look up to, but I think that your worry comes from, am I just a friend? Am I just a friend, or am I someone who's a commitment to them? The King of Wands, you may have had a physical relationship with them already. Tell me more. All right. So there is a choice to be made here. Tell me what the choice is. I think you want the King of Wands to make a choice about you. The thing is this, is don't ever put yourself in a position where you're not in charge of your own energy. This is all up to you. You can end it at any moment and decide to heal and be done with it. But I think what you're doing is you're worrying about what the King is doing, what you can't see. You're worried about, things kind of look a certain way for you, and I don't think that's really the way they are. I think this person really has a lot of deep love for you, but I think you want the king to make a decision. Because I feel like whatever connection you have with the king has been stressful. It feels like you want the king to choose you, but you don't think that the king will choose you because of the Three of Pentacles, because this person might have pushed you into the friend zone. I think you're worried that this person will never commit, but maybe you've already had this physical relationship with them. We have, you have a choice between two, my friend. So you could be dealing with someone who's Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, and then someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. You could be dealing, this is Gemini as well. So I want to say for some of you, there is a choice between two, an air sign and a fire sign. I feel like you want to invest in one of them. The King of Swords is someone who is very cerebral and not always stuck in their head, but you're always going to get honesty from the King of Swords. Sometimes it might be hard truths. But this person, I feel, uses their mind to do their work. They might be, and I mean, everybody uses their mind to do their work, but you know what I mean? I feel like this person is in swords, like Aquarius swords. I feel like they're like a lawyer or a judge or a magistrate or someone who acts like that, who maybe makes decisions for a lot of people, the best decision that's involved for everyone. This person is someone who is very logical and grounded and factual. And I feel like this one is the one who gives you desire and passion, and you feel completely desired by the King of Wands, right? But I feel like you don't know what the King of Wands wants. But I feel that you're going to have to make a decision about investing in one of these two people. And I think that the biggest challenge or block right now is that you're not talking. And it feels like it's that you feel like both of these people are soulmates. And it's truth. I always say, I don't understand why people spend their whole lives being stuck to one soulmate back there when there's so many other soulmates that would make them just as happy without the drama. I don't know why we stay stuck to that person. And you say, they're from the last life. Well, so are the other 1,000 soulmates you have here. Come on now. Okay, Five of Pentacles. It looks like you're on the outside looking in of this person's life, and I think you're wondering what's going on. I feel like you feel disconnected from them, and that you really wish that somebody would give you reciprocity. If I'm being honest, I think that you want the King of Wands to give you reciprocity, and I feel like the King of Swords is someone who wants to invest in you. So it's between someone who's highly intelligent and someone who's highly sexy. Someone who your energy is attached to because of this smoldery loveliness. No confidence. Why is that? I feel like your confidence has been kicked around because of the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels as though your confidence is not at an all-time high because you haven't heard from this King of Wands, who I think is the focus right now, because Strength just showed up and now we've got Leo both places. So I feel like you're trying to be strong, you're trying to be courageous, you're trying to be confident, but every day that ticks by that this person doesn't contact you, I think it puts you into this moon energy and you have these wild ideas about what's going on. I think it's the worst case scenario. I want to say that this King of Wands is probably dealing with a lot of moon energy right now. They're probably got some stuff in there that they haven't cleaned out in a while. They haven't cleaned out the closet in a while, and there's some stuff back there. I feel like it needs to be rooted through. Yeah, and I think that it's coming up around the full moon because I see that on the moon card. So I feel like this is going to be something that's going to go down around the full moon. If you do get communication at all, it's probably going to be early in September. We have the Six of Wands. So there is going to be victory here. The person who is trying to find the courage to be courageous, to be, I feel like it's a hit to the, how can I say? Yeah, it's a hit to the confidence, the self-confidence that this person hasn't contacted you. It feels like we have a showdown. Because I feel like Leo is the King of Wands, who is a fixed sign. And we have Taurus, who is a fixed sign, and we have Aquarius, who's a fixed sign. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we are, not necessarily, like everybody's at their own, not moving forward. Nobody's moving forward because everybody's kind of stubborn about the whole thing. And that's really what it comes down to with the fixed signs. So you're wondering if you're going to get victory. You're wondering if this is ever going to close. Is it done? I'm not really sure. Is it done? Yeah. Tell me about this. I think it makes you nervous. You know both of them are here. Yeah, you're getting communication. I think you're getting communication from both of them. Wow. What? Look at that, Sag. I feel like you're getting communication from both of them either this week or these decisions, or this tower's falling this week for sure. It's going to bring upheaval and change and throw you right behind the fear wall. It's going to put you into a I gotta be brave mode. You have to make a decision between these two people. I feel like communication comes in from both of them probably this week. And you're going to have to make a decision about which one you're going to give your time to, which one you're going to invest in. Because I think that you've been disconnected from this king, but I also don't think you've said much to this king. But I think both of them are wanting to have some sort of an investment with you. All right. There's a Page of Cups. It might come down to whoever says they're sorry. I think that you already knew this is all going down, and one of them is not telling you everything. It could be the air sign, doesn't have to be, but somebody is withholding their apology and is not acting on their gut. That's why it's taking so long. Yeah. Somebody is still in hermit mode. All right. Here we are. Here we go, Capricorn. This is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for this week. Sneak peek for this week for you, my friends. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Capricorn this week, please. Sneak peek for this week for Capricorn. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, here we go. Sneak peek for this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are interested in a private read, you know what to do. Look into the description. Everything you need is there. All right, this is the week where we have the talk. It feels like there's communication coming in, or there is some clarity, some honesty, and some truth. You're going to learn some things that you didn't know. That's going to be this week. We have the Five of Cups, about someone's feelings. Someone's going to be really clear about how they feel. Yeah. It's going to be a quick moving conversation, a fiery conversation. I'm going to say be aware that this is all masculine energy. The fire and air, right? Masculine energy. This is feminine energy here. So I feel if you are the feminine, you are the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're always in favor of love. I mean, you just want things to work out the best way for everyone involved. You are the motherly one, whether you have children or not. You're always doting and loving and kind. Someone who can easily get overwhelmed with their emotions if they are a queen standing on their own. The queen is always at risk of being depleted because she's a healer and always giving her energy to everybody else. I feel like you're going to be honest with someone about the energy that you've been giving this situation. I feel like you're showing up as a queen, and you're the one who is going to initiate the conversation, the Eight of Wands, that is going to cause a lot of fiery conversation. I can't say it any other way. It feels like it's like we throw daggers at each other. So really be careful. It feels like it moves so quick, and you know, this masculine energy, fire and swords, it's really easy to go off the rails. We start speaking sharply to each other. We start arguing. and then I start, you know, somebody starts throwing the wands quicker than I can catch them. And everybody's getting cut. There's blood everywhere. That's what it feels like. The Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword. So no matter who has it, if you hold it incorrectly, you're going to get cut, right? We have the Six of Pentacles. Oof. Okay. This is the conversation of, do you have someone in the DMs or not? I feel like you are the Queen of Cups. You are the one who is asking the question. The Six of Pentacles is reciprocity, but you're giving more to one than you're giving to me. I feel like this is the week where you get the conversation, where you just rip a hole in something and open up the conversation. And I'm saying ripping a hole in it because I'm seeing the Knight of Wands sitting here. You're in a long-term relationship. If you are, this is you. This is what's going on. You suspect that someone else is cheating, emotionally cheating in swords, cheating by talking to someone in text. So I feel it's just words. I don't feel like anybody is seeing anyone no one is seeing anyone in person, but I see here that I feel like you are very jealous. You know, it's like you already know it. Yeah, it feels like a knowing for you, that you already know that this person is seeing someone else or entertaining someone else. Someone else that maybe that is giving to them like something you couldn't give to them. What do we got here? Page of Pentacles. We've got the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. Ooh, we're just on the edge of argument. Yeah. Temperance here tells me that you're trying to be kind with your words, that you really want to have a healing conversation. But look, the Five of Swords is about never coming to a resolution. It feels like this and this. It's like you open the conversation, or they do maybe last time, and it goes round and round and round. We never get a resolution. We just keep arguing. I feel like you find different ways to argue with each other. Look, I'm not trying to be mean, but, and that only means one thing, that person is trying to be mean. But we have Temperance, and I think the Temperance is here to try and mute or soften the words that are going to be used in some sort of conversation. The Two of Pentacles is here. I want to say that it feels like somebody feels that this whole thing is being held together by a string. By God himself, yeah. I feel like it's the 8. You can see the 8 on the bike there. It feels like somebody is like, all that's holding this together is a little bit of wire and a little bit of the hand of God. Yeah. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. We've got the Fool. I feel like one of you leaves for a new relationship. Something to begin brand new. One of you heads on your way because there has been someone in the DMs. Page of Wands, the Fool, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So it's like we had a conversation in the DMs, right? Could be this conversation in the DMs that began a new beginning. We fell in love, and now we're going to make it alive in the 3D. Tell me why this conversation's happening. This Ace of Swords and this 8 of Wands for Capricorn, please. Why is this happening? Because I believe that you're in a relationship right now, and I feel like you're having feelings of jealousy, and I think that's what you're going to talk about. You want to know if this person has other people. Yeah, I feel as though that the conversation that happens here, it makes somebody move on. We've got 6 and 1 sword, which is 7. 5 and 1 sword, which is 6. It makes us move on here. The Death card says it's over. I think the long-term relationship is over. The 10 of Pence is here. And I think that's what all this blow-up conversation is about. Do we end this or not? Because I think you're lying to me. And you think you're getting away with it. And I see it from your side now. I don't think you're getting away with it. And I'm making a decision. Decision is about the lover. I need to be happy. So I think one of you is leaving this relationship. The other one is telling the other, I found somebody else, someone who makes me happy, someone who is my soulmate, someone who is possibly Leo or Gemini, but someone who really makes me happy, who wants to have kids or wants to have a family. I feel like somebody is seeing another person for who they really are, which is the soulmate, making a decision to leave this relationship. Capricorn, I don't know if it's you or them, but somebody has decided to take the wheel. Yep. Somebody has decided it's time to make some changes. 10 of Wands. Putting down some burdens and making some changes. Knight of Swords, we got to talk about it. 5 of Cups. There's some regret. So I think this week is the week. The thing is this, is I'm sorry to tell you, but the death card means nothing but transformation or the end of something, so something else can begin. And I really do feel like either you're ending it because you have something else beginning in the DMs, or they're ending it because they have something else beginning in the DMs. All right. Here we are, Aquarius. This is for you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Aquarius, thank you for your attention on my last video. I appreciate you. And of course, I'm reading for air signs weekly now. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Tell me about Aquarius. Woo. Okay. All right. Somebody is up in their head about the Empress. 9 of Cups. Can't stop thinking about the happiness. So, that being said, when the Empress is in the room, so are all the queens. I feel as though the Empress energy here, it's either the Empress who's up in their head, or it's somebody who's up in their head about the happiness with the Empress. Now, it could very well be that you are the Empress, feminine or masculine. All the queens, right? Feminine or masculine. So I feel like somebody here could be up in their head about when is my turn to have my happiness. This feels like a block. It feels like you won't get out of your head. You won't stop thinking about it obsessively. And understand that when you're constantly and obsessively thinking about something, constantly and obsessively asking for someone or something, the universe sees your need, that you're being needy. And so you're not going to get that thing. So as long as you're asking for it, you're not going to get that thing. And that's good parenting, I think. As long as you need it, it's not yours. It's when you have no need for it that it comes to you, because then you're going to treat it differently. Because if you get into a relationship with a baker because you like food, or a chef because you like food, or you get into a relationship with a banker because you like someone who has a lot of money, or a lawyer because, like, I feel like those are all codependent ways to get into a relationship. But I think that the universe wants you to not need it anymore. And when you don't need it anymore, that's when it will arrive. But I think right now, if you are the Empress, and I'm talking about you, you could be Taurus or Libra, you don't have to be. The Empress is all the queens. But I will say that I feel like it's because of your necessity or your need for it that you're not getting it. The 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Cups. Look at that. Sevens. 7, 8, 9. I want to say that you need to make a decision. The 7 of Cups is here, and it is overwhelmed. It's like having a lot of emotional, it's like having a lot of energy or emotional energy at once that overwhelms you. It could also be not telling someone that there are a lot of other options. So the Empress, I feel that although you're not saying so, that there might be a lot of other options that you have for happiness. But then why the 8 of Swords? Because it feels like you're overthinking something here. Nine of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like the universe drops the Tower for you. Yeah, it really is merciful. People are scared of the Tower because, you know, it's very quick change, and nobody likes quick change that they're not prepared for. I feel like you've been avoiding the Tower for a very long time by being in the Eight of Swords and not making a decision about what to do. I feel like you have been obsessively thinking about something you want and you're not getting it because you need it. I feel like the Tower shows up and it changes things. It's an upheaval and a change. It breaks you out of the Eight of Swords. You also, for some of you, could be getting in contact with the Queen of Pentacles this week. It might be someone that you have been overthinking. That might be the person that you've been obsessively thinking about. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is Capricorn, but also Taurus and Virgo in this general read. And the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very solid, right? Dependable. Someone who's beautiful, someone who is mimicking the Empress. So it might be that you see this person as yourself, that you feel like they're a soulmate. And I mean, don't get hung up with the people that are on the cards. There are women here, but understand that we all have feminine and masculine energy. And so although those are feminine leaning energies, there's still masculine energy there. It still could be your energy. So I want to say that the Eight of Swords is keeping you up at night. And I feel like the person that you're thinking about could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Scorpio. A person who you can't get out of your mind. Obsessively thinking about this person. That's a surefire way to never get your manifestation, is to always have need of it. And it's an attachment. Yeah. I feel like the Tower is here as mercy to get you out of this Eight of Swords, because sitting there too long, sitting there obsessively can become toxic. Thinking about this person and you're not saying anything to anyone else about it, it's overwhelming. You're not talking to anyone about it. Seven of Swords tells me that you're keeping it close to the chest or under your hat. We've got Capricorn energy here as well, by the way. Worried about it. Feeling like you've been hurt. You keep getting hurt, and that's why you've been keeping it under. It's kind of why you've been keeping it under wraps, that you're not really saying anything about it. I think it feels terrible to keep quiet about it, though. It's the Tower. Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, Six of Swords. Moving on from heartache. Decided I'm going to emotionally disconnect from this whole thing. I've got to move on. I feel like somebody here has been trying to manifest the Queen of Pentacles, and in that thinking about them constantly to a point of toxic obsession. Feeling that, all of that, and keeping it all to your chest, feeling very overwhelmed, obsessively overwhelmed. I feel like you eventually just move along. I think that you have to, I think the Tower comes as mercy to kind of break it all down for you. Get rid of the devil energy, to stop you from overthinking, to pull you out of the Eight of Swords, and to send you on your way so you can keep moving. Six of Swords. I feel like you're stuck in the Eight of Swords, but the Six of Swords and the Three of Swords, I think, is here to move you along. I think that you emotionally disconnect from this whole situation, and I think it's just time to move along. What's coming up for Aquarius, please? What's coming up for Aquarius this week? There's a Page of Pentacles here and a Ten of Cups. We also have a Five of Cups. It feels like somebody that you have not been in contact with might be contacting you. Someone who still has some big feelings for you, some emotional feelings. They might ask you out for coffee, because they've been watching you. Oops. They want victory with you. Someone has been watching you online or in the neighborhood. I don't know. Maybe at the local place where the barista makes your coffee. Oh, look at that. So somebody from the past is coming back. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. It feels to me like it's been taking a very long time for this to come together, because somebody's been holding their ground on whether or not they wanted to go on the adventure. make a choice to go on the adventure. I feel like there is somebody coming. Look, I don't think it's anybody terrible. I think that it's somebody that you know in the pentacle world. I think it's someone who's always had feelings for you but never really showed them. I think this person's just going to ask you out for an innocent coffee. I think they've been watching you online to see maybe if you're with somebody or not. And I feel like they're going to ask for judgment here. I feel like you're going to get some sort of a notification from somebody who's going to ask you out, I think, who's going to be brave enough to ask you out. We've got the Page of Pentacles here as well. This is going to be a good meeting. I think it's going to be a good one. The Six of Wands is here. There is all kinds of success going on here. This is card of victory. After coming through a dark time, this is victory. Somebody you're not expecting is going to be communicating with you. It might be this week. They might be thinking about doing it this week. All right. And last but not least, my Pisces friends. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you for clicking here, my two fishes friends. I am two fishes in my moon sign. Thank you for clicking here. I appreciate you. And if you're interested in a private read, please look in the description below. Everything you need is there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and all the ways you've been loving me, being in the comments, and all of that. Here we go. What's coming up for Pisces this week? Please, sneak peek for this week, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. Tell me why the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. For Pisces, please, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Because there has been some sort of a... What? A lie. What's this? Huh. You know what? I really think that somebody has been in a relationship that's not for them. I feel like somebody has been keeping it, like the Seven of Swords is here. It's a lie. I'm not telling you what I really feel. I'm trying to get away with it. Trying to get away with not talking about it. There's a long-term relationship here that is done, or this is an impact of finances, but I don't think, oh, it could be. The Ten of Pentacles is giving me the energy that somebody who's not worked for the money thinks that they're going to get the money. Somebody who's been really shady and not really been very honest. That's just for some of you. Could be a Cancer you're dealing with. For others of you, I feel as though this Seven of Swords tells me that there's something that's concealed that you don't see. And that is that there is the end of a long-term relationship, and now that person, I think, is headed your way. They could be Cancer. But this is fast-moving energy. This is movement from a distance, possibly having to travel to see you. It's someone who's quite confident. Someone who makes their own money, possibly has their own business. Someone who's highly creative and really is very good at knowing how to make pentacles. This person's solid. They're confident. They don't need you. They don't need anybody. They just do their own thing. But this person is open to the one more pentacle to have the 10. I feel that somebody here has ended a relationship. I don't know if it's you or them, but someone's had the confidence to end a relationship here, and you don't know about it. I feel like you don't know about it at all. It's concealed from you. So I don't think it's you that's ending the relationship. We have the Ten of Wands. Somebody's coming to you, I feel, Pisces, because they want to drop some burdens. The Page of Wands, somebody's going to be sending you a message to tell you that they let go of their relationship. What's going on? Pisces. The Page of Wands is here. Page of Wands and the Seven of Swords. You don't see it coming. It's being concealed from you. Someone's going to tell you that they're no longer in the relationship and they want to come see you. And it's going to drop all of these burdens all at once. Somebody here is going to approach you, kind of fun and flirty. Look at that. They're going to approach you kind of fun and flirty. You don't expect it. It's concealed. You can't see it. This person is coming to you and sending you a message because they're single now. And I don't think they're single like 5 minutes and then they contact you. Do you know what I mean? I think that this person is no longer in some sort of committed relationship. I feel like this relationship that they were carrying was very overbearing or was very heavy or burdensome. And I feel so they ended it, but I don't think that you know that. I think this person will call you and ask if they can come before they come to see you. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is telling me that this person, it's been a really big burden for them to not offer you this Ace of Pentacles. I think that's the burden. I think that they've been holding on to this Ace of Pentacles for a long time. This person, I feel, is someone who is going to communicate with you because they want to invest in you, either invest in a friendship or invest in a love ship, or maybe they want you to go into business with them. Ace of Pentacles change your life, changes your 3D life, right? Because it can be anything. It grows to the 10. All you got to do is nurture it. We've got the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is in the reverse. Stuck, not moving. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. Two of Wands, but I'm at the crossroads of my life and I'm stuck here. I need to make an investment because this is really wearing on me. I'm still dragging this all around. I want to say that it's going to happen probably within the first week of September. Look at that moon. It feels like there is now, I don't know what they are, but it looks like a crescent moon to me. It feels as though it's going to be after the it's going to be after the full moon, because the moon is already, I don't know, waning. I guess that's what you would say. It's already starting to, the sun shines on it from different parts of the world, and that's how we get the different, because the moon doesn't, that's how we get the different shapes of the moon, because the moon isn't illuminated on its own. The only way it's illuminated is because the sun shines on it. From wherever the sun is pointing from, whatever side of the world the sun is on at the time. So I feel like there is someone who needs to come forward to you. They're making a decision to do it. They're at a crossroads here. They feel stuck where they are because they know that this pentacle is one that they want to give to you. And they are communicating with you. What are they going to say in this communication, Pisces? I never like when the Magician shows up in the reverse. So I want to say that you're happy to hear from this person. I feel as though you communicate with them in Wands. I feel that this is a good conversation. The Six of Wands is ultimately victory, coming from a dark place, from the war, from the fight. It feels like you two have been silent with each other. There's been no communication, but I don't think it's for any nefarious reason. I feel as though after a long while, somebody is out of a relationship and you're on their mind. And I think you've always been on their mind, to be honest. I think they've been carrying around this notion of investing in you for maybe a whole year now. But we've got the Six of Wands, and that is the victory with the High Priestess. Somebody might be breaking the silence here. Or there's been silence between you possibly and a Leo. We have an Aries here. I want to say that be aware that the Magician is in the reverse, because it tells me about manipulation. And with the Five of Pentacles here, it also tells me that there has been no communication or it's been a disconnect. So I want to say that the Magician being here tells me that they could manipulate your intuition, or they can manipulate you. It feels almost like they're trying to manipulate you, but they can't. You're always going to have the victory because they're not able to manipulate the High Priestess. Nobody is. Maybe you think that they are connecting with you to manipulate you. That could be it as well. High Priestess is Pisces. Be careful for manipulation. The Seven of Swords is up here. Now we have the Five of Swords. Why is that? Queen of Swords. Okay, so we have 6 swords. Now we can move along, and we're now unstuck, right? Because we were stuck with the 6 of Swords. It feels like it's your person that contacts you that gets this situation moving again, because the 6 swords are here. I want to say this person's going to communicate with you to be completely honest. And I feel that this person here is someone that you're incredibly attracted to, but never really gave you any sort of stability in the past. This person's kind of been in and out of your life, and it could be in a passionate way, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, this Knight of Wands is impulsive, and this could be somebody who's not really giving you any stability, which is what you're looking for. I feel like this person, if they're someone who's not giving you stability, you're not letting them get away with it. The Queen of Swords is here. You're going to put your sword up and say, look, I just have a few things to say about the way that you've been coming around here, because they are showing up as, hey baby, you know what I mean? Like, they're showing up as fun, flirty, let's go on this spontaneous date. And I feel like this Knight of Wands kinds of throws their passions around. I think that you're putting your sword up and saying, look, I don't know what you're here to do, but I think that we need to talk first. Because the last time we had a conversation, we didn't get any resolution. You thought I was going to listen to you. Well, guess what? I'm liberated, and I'm not listening to you anymore. We can have this conversation if you want. We've got 6 swords here, right? 6 swords. We can have this conversation, or we can move along. I feel like you are done with that. I feel like you're like, okay, if this is what you want to do, come forward. But I'm telling you, you're being met with the Queen of Swords. I'm not taking your bullshit. Don't come at me as the Queen, as the Knight of Wands, because I got something to say. Going into the future, we have some overwhelming, oh no. I feel like somebody's coming in like with all of the tricks. Yeah, the King of Wands. And I don't think they really gave you much for stability. They could be a Leo, could be Aries, Sagittarius. I feel like this person has a lot of people in the DMs. The King and the Seven of Cups. Either they're going to be very smooth and rico suave about the whole way they communicate with you. I think that they're going to be honest with you. There's clarity here. There's a tower in the distance. Look. Somebody who had been standing their ground is now coming in with an apology. I don't know who that is to you. Could be a Scorpio. Could be a Leo. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer. So the King is coming to brighten up your day. That's very egoic of the King. I'll just show up and brighten up your day. But I want to say that this person has grown a little bit, maybe from the Knight to the King. This person that coming in the future is growing a little bit. And this person, I think, is feeling overwhelmed at being really clear and honest with you. There we go. There's the Queen. They see you as the soulmate. They're very attracted to you. Like really attracted to you. Like the King and the Queen are here with the sun. Blazing attraction. Like there's a really big chemistry here with the two of you. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to let it play out as it is. So I think that the King is coming at you this week, I want to say. The King is coming at you with a lot of passion, but also with a lot of overwhelming emotion, I want to say. So the King is being completely clear with you. The sun is here. You can see everything. You will make the decision that's best for you. There's no need to worry about it, because when the sun is here, not even the King of Wands can hide. You will have a complete view of what's going on here. And I think that your King is coming to you very emotional, like overly emotional. Like coming to you here with they're coming very overly emotional because they're at sort of a crossroads in their life. And I think you're the one that they've been thinking about. Just don't let them manipulate you. Don't let it happen. Make sure that you're in charge of the conversation. And be aware that the Five of Swords is here. It can go off the rails at any time. It could be, I've got these two here that are showed up touching each other here. It could be a lot of manipulation and conversation. This person might try and manipulate you, but they can't. Why? Because that's you. They don't know who they're dealing with. Yeah. They don't know who they're dealing with. So there's just no way they're going to be able to manipulate you. With the sun here, there's no way. Yeah, you're going to be able to see it all for what it is. All right. There we go. It might be a healing time for you. Oh, a healing time for the lovers. This person probably is a soulmate. I'm just saying you might have to make a decision about whether or not to keep them in your life. Because they are your soulmate. They also are a lot of fire. But I think you're going to see something this time that you didn't see last time, which is a lot of overwhelming emotion. I think this person's going to show you their feelings, show you their tears, and really apologize. Truly. Just be careful. There's no manipulation in the conversation. You'll know. You'll know. All right. I'm going to go for now. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. I'm out for now. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love y'all. Bye-bye.